when Kareena Kapoor started the whole zero size. Who isn't happy to meet a nutritionist? Scary, but yes. Oh, cool. Hey you guys, welcome back to another day of my life. If you remember, we are back to Proactive for Her. So the last time I was here, we had very serious, important conversations that every woman should have. And I know that you guys loved the episode because I got such good feedback and so many views. So thank you very much on that one. Today I'm here not to meet a gynecologist because she answered all my questions last time, but I'm here today to meet a nutritionist because Proactive is such a holistic place. They have everything covered that a woman can possibly need for her health. So I'm going to meet one of their nutritionists today and customize a nutrition plan for my well-being and for my health, and I want to make you all a part of it so that you know what goes in choosing the right nutrition plan for a woman who is 34 or 35 right now, you know. So you can be any age, health is always going to be important. So let's go meet their nutritionist and figure out what all they're going to do to me. Scared. Is Priyanka inside? Did she go in? Okay, go. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Guys, say hello to Priyanka. She
Hello.
is the nutritionist. I'm happy to meet a nutritionist. Who isn't happy to meet a nutritionist?
I think what we can start off with is taking your BMI, that's
Okay.
your body mass index. So we are able to understand your fat percentage, muscle, visceral fat. So it gives you and me an idea as to what the goal is.
Okay.
Do you know what your goal is?
I mean, see, I always wanted to get to a lean point in my life at some point because I remember when I was like till about the age of 16, I was really lean,
Okay.
like 48, 47 kilos.
Okay.
And I loved it. And I know that a lot of people are going to judge me for it, but that's my preference, you know. After 18, I've always been within 55, 56 to 57, which I don't enjoy. It's okay, but I want,
You don't
my
like
goal
that.
is right now to, I wouldn't say the weight, but I will say, let's say between a 19 to 20% fat percentage and not more than 19, 20.
Okay. So everyone has different goals.
Right.
So
Right.
I understand your goal. So can we just get on the BMI machine
Scary, but yes.
and hold this out like a bike handle?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yes, so this is done. So if we look at it here, your weight is 57.2. Your fat percentage will be 25.7. You need some amount of fat to protect your internal organs, but it doesn't need to be zero. So when your body is at rest, this is the number of calories your body is burning.
Okay.
Okay. So your intake of calories also could be around so many.
Right.
Your BMI is 21.5. Our normal BMI is between 18.5 to 22.9.
Okay.
So yes, a little bit of weight loss would help you to also reduce your fat percentage. So your body age is perfect. Your metabolic age matches your chronological age. Okay.
Thank God.
So in fat percentage and muscle now, if we look at the division, your fat is 22.8, your arm is 36.2. So where you're doing a little bit of extra fat is around the arm.
Oh.
Okay. So you could also focus on doing a lot of arm workouts. So you are able to tone the arm. Because if you look at the leg is not much, trunk is also, it's okay, it's fine. So these are your areas that you need to focus on, which I would say is your arm.
Okay.
Okay, and even here your BMI is 21.5. So little bit, say if you are in the range of 55 for your body, would be perfect.
Okay.
So now is your diet recall. So
Okay.
this is a 24-hour recall as to from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed.
Right.
What do you do and what is your portion? What are your foods like?
As soon as I wake up very early. I'm a morning person. I wake up by 5:30. Upon 30 minutes of waking up, I'm either doing lukewarm water with a pinch of rock salt and a full lime.
Okay.
On alternate days, I do apple cider vinegar.
In a day, how much of water do you say?
Minimum 2 liters, maximum 3. On an average, I think I at least do 3 liters. Breakfast, when I'm dieting, I am sometimes doing sprouts, sometimes doing egg whites, but it's been like a couple of months that I see myself craving for carbs when I come back. So I love having like 2 chapatis with a lot of vegetables. Afternoon, I'm straight doing lunch. Usually when I do a high protein diet, I love a chicken steak with portion of grilled vegetables, or I'm doing a tuna sandwich, or I'm doing like just a fish fry with vegetables. That is when I'm on a good mood and I'm dieting, right? But these days, again, it's been last 6 months, I'm definitely eating rice with like 3 sabjis and green salads, and like I enjoy the homemade meal.
Do you like your rice?
My rice portion are very small, but I like the taste of it, of course, because I'm raised to it. I'm from Assam. We love rice, you know.
That's why I don't recommend cutting off rice, because you will sort of come back to it. The key is you include stuff that you like. So say if it's rice, you can do it maybe alternate days, include a salad alternate days, maybe the other day include chapati like you like. So stuff like that is what you could do in terms of lunch. Yes.
Okay.
What time did you say you have lunch?
Now since I'm having breakfast between 10 to 11, I eat my dinner at around, lunch come dinner by 5:30, and these are the 2 meals I eat. If I get very hungry around 6:30, I will have tropical fruits.
Otherwise, anything else like your thyroid, cholesterol?
All normal.
All of that
yes,
is okay.
I haven't had any issues so far.
Yeah, because even when we look at having a fruit in the evening, you need to see that your sugar levels are in check. Just because you're on a diet, you can't do fruit in the night. Okay. And so you're done with dinner by 5:30.
Nothing.
6.
Let's give 6 as the borderline. I wouldn't eat after 6. Yeah.
So so I understand your pattern of eating. So if I had to make like a chart for you, which is in simple terms. So you have your days, you have your meals with the timing. So it gives you more structure. So you don't need to wake up thinking, oh my god, what am I going to do today? And that whole stress of, today I don't have this at home, what do I buy? So once this is made, you can actually prep at the beginning of the week and keep everything ready. So even if you have a cook, your family is cooking for you, you're cooking by yourself, you know what to do. Okay. So say a meal is made, depending on what you're comfortable for breakfast. Different options are made.
Oh wow, okay.
And it's also very close to what you're already eating, but I will control the portion sizes. So, and even when, if it's say like South Indian food, a lot of us who have South Indian food, we're doing a lot of rice and rice items in the morning. That can change. So say you have your idli. If you're doing that, you do it.
Love idli.
You can do it with rava. You can do it with ragi. You can do it
sambar. Oh, but instead of the rice, you make it with rava.
That's your base. So you're changing your carb load again, but you're still enjoying your idli. You're doing dosas again. You're doing with dals, with green gram, stuff like that. Is how we intend to change it, but not take out the meal fully.
Completely.
So even when we have mid-morning, so if you have like a craving, so that's the time you can have your nuts, seeds, your fruit. So it'll also keep because you're having your dinner come evening food, so you can do something mid morning, and then you do your lunch, which is what I would suggest is include your rice, include the roti, include like a steak or a salad, so you're not getting bored of anything that you do.
So mix of everything.
And even now when it comes to portion sizes, it's very difficult to measure 30 grams, 40 grams, 50 grams on a daily basis. And so
I tried doing that. I have a weighing scale, but then you just...
And even when you go out to work, you can't carry the weighing scale with you. So you're not going to know how many grams of food you're having. So the best possible way is, see if you have to measure rice whenever you're having, see that you use like a bowl and that fits in your hand. So you know that that's the amount of rice that you need to have. You do a lot of water then, because for digestion of protein and a lot of that to fiber, you need still a lot of fluid in the body. And we generally tend to forget to drink water. So we'll structure this for you. And then probably if there are, small snacks that you can include, probably I'll tell you what you can carry to office. Or if you're heading out to meet friends, family, if you make a pit stop, what you can have. So I think that's the key of creating this whole thing.
Sounds perfect.
Do you have any questions for me?
See, for me, my only worry is sustainability, right? Because I have been to numerous nutritionist in the past, and I'm not gonna lie, results were great. I have first 2-3 months for me were amazing, and then for me was like I lose interest, or I don't know if the nutritionists lose interest, but I get like hit the point where I'm at a plateau, and then I don't know what to do from there. Like, you know, I don't want to get with that, because I want this to be like a
long lasting
process, because I want to look great for the rest of my life. You know,
understood. So I think here what we do is a lot of importance is given to our follow-up. So we have every 2 weeks a follow-up. Okay, be it in person or offline.
Right.
So at least we know that you are on track.
Right.
And because a lot of people tend to fall off because it gets difficult.
Right.
So when you have that buddy system, I think that's the key.
A little motivating and inspiring,
So say we start off, we create your diet, we give you 2 weeks to get in it. Your body also will start losing weight. But then what happens is you reach a plateau because you've gotten used to it.
Right.
So then you come back, we have that follow-up, we restructure the plan, and then you continue again for that 2 weeks.
Right.
So that's why we focus on having a follow-up every 2 weeks. So you break that monotonous habit, and you don't get bored. And when it comes to sustainability, I'm not going to plan anything that will take out, you know, your normal food habits. You're still eating foods that you like. You have options where even if you go out, you still have foods that you can opt for when you're out. So you don't need to really starve and only have a glass of water when you're out. So I think that way you learn what to eat, when to eat. So it's more sustainable.
Thank you for saying that, because I think one of the things that negatively influenced not just me but a lot of girls was when Kareena Kapoor started the whole zero size. I know that from internal sources and people in the film industry, she was surviving on 1 or 2 oranges a day towards the last, and that's so unhealthy. Like, you know, we
can't do that.
Exactly, and that is why I think this is important, because most women looked at it and it became a trend, it became a hype.
And you can do it for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then you're famished, you're
going to die.
Basically. And then you're irritable, you're moody, you snap at people. Why? That's because you're hungry and you're trying to control that. And then there's that whole negative emotion to food. You look at food, you're like, oh no, I can't eat it, but I want to eat it, and then you have that guilt that sets in. So I think that negative emotion needs to break with food.
And that is what I'm trying to do to my psyche, you know, because I was negatively influenced by that. I did not know. I thought it was possible as long as you starved, or as long as we didn't know what she was doing.
A lot of them even tend to bloat when you starve yourself. You can say, I'm not eating at all, but why am I putting on weight? And we have a lot of women like that.
They're
like, I'm not eating, but why am I putting on weight? But you cannot starve the body, because the body will find other ways to keep itself full.
Absolutely. And everybody's body is different, right? You know, everyone wants to be Disha Patani, everyone wants to be so and so, and that is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this also, is because I was one of those women myself, you know, looking at this.
All of us,
right? Angelina Jolie had a great influence on us, Jennifer Aniston, and they were all small-waisted women. So we all wanted that physique. But today at 35, I want to live longer, a healthier life, and at the same time look my best, not necessarily someone else's best.
True.
You know, and I'm happy that you guys are there to handhold.
Oh yeah, we are. All the way.
All the way.
So any other question that you have before we...
So no, we already discussed the prerequisites. I was also wondering that are they just going to look at me and just give me a diet plan? Like, so thank God that the blood tests were done.
Because if we just do that diet plan, it's available online for free. And everyone tends to just follow that. So we don't want that, because we want you to be able to follow this throughout. You don't have to, you know, come back and there's a lot of, it didn't work for me, why it didn't. So we tend to teach you what to do.
It's more thorough, and that is why I trust you guys with it. I think those are my only questions, and I'm ready to start with the diet.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Alright.
Your diet plan is done and it's figured out and calculated. So I made it just easier for you to follow. So if you look here, there is, say if you're making a base of rajma. Okay. So to save for your cooking time, for you or your cook, what we're going to do is we make rajma as the base, and you have, so they keep 2 separate portions out. One to make your curry, so you know you can have rice or roti as your option with the curry, or the rest of the family can eat that. And you can make rajma salad and have that as your dinner. So it saves time and the effort.
Oh, fantastic. So you don't have to cook twice.
You don't have to. It's just the same base which you're breaking up. So say even if there's chicken on a certain day here, you can have your chicken gravy. You can even make a chicken biryani because you're including the rice bit that you like. But in the night, you'll use your protein base as the chicken and just make a salad for the night.
Got it. Keep it low on the night.
Keep it low. Same with your mid-morning snack is what I've written here. But generally that time is maybe for your tea or coffee or a fruit juice or a fruit bowl that that you have. Breakfast here, you've got the options.
7 options, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So you don't have to eat the same thing every day.
And every day here is different.
Right.
So that typically what would happen here, say even if you look at for a month, you know,
You're still eating different things.
You're still eating different things. You're
Only 4
following
times a day. 4 times in a month.
Yeah. It's not more than that. So that's how it's broken down.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Should I meet you then few kgs lesser in few days?
In few days. But let's have our follow-up in that 2 weeks that I mentioned.
Right, to find out any side effects or if I'm feeling anything differently. Alright. Thank you for keeping my needs in mind. Alright, I'll see you after 2 weeks. Thanks, Priyanka.
You're welcome.
Bye. Alrighty, you guys, you saw the consultation with the nutritionist. Absolutely loved how they took care of the most important things, right? Knowing my body, exactly how much fat percentage, where exactly in the body is the fat percentage, what is my goal, what is it that I want to work on. I love that they don't impose and they don't have a certain size as the desired size, and that makes me happy. I can choose what makes me happy and you can choose what size makes you happy, right? I got the diet plan and of course I'm going to share it with you completely. That's the idea. But what I also want to do is follow it. I want to give you more regular updates, so I'm going to self-shoot the 2 weeks of journey with you every day, what I'm eating and what is the progress like. So until then, thank you so very much for being a part of this once again. I hope you guys have the best of mind, health and body as per your needs and your desires. I'll see you guys soon again. Bye.